Well, hello, Mulligan. How are you? You can see the reflection of like everything in my glass mat, but oh well. Keeping it real. Hey, bestie. What's cracking? All right. So I've laid out all this stuff. We're going to do a project today. And this is one of like, I am organizing my craft room and I find a bunch of parts and pieces. And hey, Belinda. Hi, Sonia. So I found a bunch of parts and pieces of things in my craft room. So we're going to like put stuff together and make a project. So there you go. I'm going to start with, this is Motivational Mum. So this is our brand new stamp set. Just released this weekend, stamps and dies, and we're going to be using the dies as well. And so we're going to color this out. I made this stamp set the right size that you can stamp it all on an A2 panel. So I just wanted to let you know that this is 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. And so you can definitely, oh, well, hey. And then I decided, I found these pieces of like collaged paper that I had made. So I cut them out using my Sweet Keeper dies. And I wanted to do this color because I thought it kind of was the middle ground between these two. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna color that. This I found, it's the top part of a Sweet Keeper. And I wanted to do something with this. You're headed home. Hooray! Did y'all win? Did all the good stuff happen? And then I found this yellow. This is like the inside of one of the Sweet Keepers, what we call the guts. So I found these pieces and I was like, well, I don't want to throw them away. I could make something out of them. So I'm going to do that. So then I just went and found some designer series paper, and this is the same sheet of paper. And I used my Sweet Keeper dies to cut these out. So I'm just going to set them over here. In my stash of pre-colored things, I have one of the bees colored from the, we have the exact same nail polish on right now. Oh, no contest, just for fun. So I found this bee out of the Queen Bee set that I had colored, and it was just, you know, sitting there. So I'm going to use that. And then we have an old retired set that's called, what is it called? Lie About Your Age. And this is the happy birthday from Lie About Your Age. It's actually one big long thing, so I just cut it in half. So we're going to use all of these little things. I have this leaf hanging out here from when I did a flower with y'all before. So I just have all of these pieces, just chunks of paper hanging out. So we're going to color this flower and shape this flower. Hi, Natalie. Well, good night. Hey, Tiffany. What's crack-a-lackin', chickadee? So I'm going to zoom in a little bit so you can color. And I'm going to use these colors right here from Color Card. So R46. And I'm going to color these really quickly. What I want you to see is that you don't have to be completely perfect with them. So I know looking at this is kind of intimidating. Let me move that stuff over a little bit more. I know looking at this is kind of intimidating to a lot of person. Right, Sandy? I just saw all the pieces and I was like, things are going to happen. It's about to go down. So I'm just going to come in here and I'm just going to brush. Now, don't get me wrong. A lot of times I do color like this whole thing, petal by petal by petal. Today is not that day, okay? So part of this is that I want you to see, number one, that you can use the Sweet Keeper for many other things than making the full-on Sweet Keeper. I've already done a video where I made a little album out of the Sweet Keeper. And I mean, obviously a lot of people put like gift cards and all kinds of stuff in it, little chocolates or tea bags, or one lady put condoms in it, go figure. So there's all kinds of stuff that you can do. R08. That's what she said. So there's definitely a lot of things you can do with the Sweet Keeper, like with its intended purpose. However, I want you to see that there's other things you can do other than its intended purpose. So that's what we're going to do today. Also, I wanted to show you guys a way to color this flower that is not super duper intimidating. As you can see, I'm paying no rhyme or reason to anything, any of the lines or anything like that. It's still gonna come out wicked pretty, I promise. It's kind of one of the really cool things about a super intricate flower like this is no matter how you color it, you can ink blend it, you can stamp it on printed paper, designer paper. No matter what you do to it, it's gonna be pretty stinking cool. And it's new release time, so what that means is through the rest of today, you can still get a discount on buying the bundles. Only for release weekend do you get a discount on the bundles. So this is the Motivational Mum bundle, stamp and die bundle. So you'll want to go to the shop, sweetsentiment.us, and pick it up before it sells out or before the bundle price expires. Sandy, are you actually going to be able to watch me put a flower together? What the what? Especially since you already have this one colored all intricate and perfect. This color makes me think zinnia. Wicked. Did you guys see all the wicked cool stuff that the design team has done this release? Our design team straight up knocked it out of the park on this release. It is so stinking cool. The out-of-the-box thinking that the design team has had for this release has been just amazing. You should go put your Ursula on. Awesome. What did you get today that's villains? You're a villains addict. I don't really care for any of the villains, if I'm being quite honest. I like Maleficent, I guess, is about the only villain that I'm like, ooh, I like her. I kind of like Captain Hook, but they're mean. They're villains. So, you know. So that's a thing. Oh, the villain Cincy. Yeah. I have seen that. Oh, shoot. I was supposed to go pick up a Scentsy warmer today, and I forgot. Dang it. It has Scar. I like the drawings. I like the Scar. I like the character, but I don't like that he's mean. I don't like what he did. Does that make sense? And let's face it, most of the villains are dead now. So sad. Because the good guys killed him, which sounds really bad. I don't know. It's messing with my head today. Thank you, Michelle. Birds of a feather flock together. Okay, so I'm being a little bit careful here because I'm down to only having one more color left. I don't want to go out of the lines. Right? That's why we work so well together, Sandy. I'm the yin to your yang. So when I do the last color, I color from the outside of the petal in. That way I don't go out of the lines. Okay, there's one done. Yeah, Ariel. I would have loved the villain's warmer. I just don't, like, you know I love villain stuff. It's just that, like, right now in my brain, for some reason, I'm like, the villains are all bad. Why do I like Scar? He's a jerk. He tried to murder his brother. Like, what the hell? Why is that a thing? But, you know. Tomorrow I'll be like, bwahaha, be a villain. So, you know. So, thank you, Rosemary, for letting me know. How pretty are these? Doesn't that look cool? I think it looks cool anyways. Hi. Hence villains. Life's full of tough choices, isn't it? So, how's your weekend been? Mine's been busy. Uber super busy. And I got a day taken out because my niece was diagnosed the other day, well, Thursday, with stage 3 breast cancer. And so I'm headed to a show in Sacramento, and I was going to leave on Wednesday, but now my parents want to go to California to visit my niece. So I'm going to drive them over on Tuesday all the way over to coastal California. And so I have to leave a day early, which means I have to have all my stuff together a day earlier. And load up my car. And hopefully there's enough room for my parents in the car. It is a heck of a drive. Yep, there went Archie. She's 23, so she is definitely young and strong. So hopefully all good things. All right, there's our flowers. Our little color cards are so handy. If you don't have them, you definitely need them. They are wicked cool. Thank you, Sonia. Thank you, Michelle. Thank you, Milligan. She was pretty devastated. And then she was like, okay, pity party's over. Time to fight. So, yeah. And they told her since she's so young, she probably should just have a double mastectomy from the get-go to prevent it from coming back because of her age. So now we're at the point where we're like teasing her, dude, if you wanted implants, you could have gone about that a totally different way. She's like, I know, right? But they told her they're going to use some pretty invasive chemo. And, yeah, Milligan, we do. They told her that they're going to use some pretty invasive chemo. And she'll lose her hair within 3 weeks. And she has like super long, really pretty hair. So she said that's going to be hard for her. But I was like, you're so cute. Like, if anybody could rock a bald head, girl, it would so be you. She does tons of TikTok videos and stuff. So if you're on TikTok, you should go find her. Her name's Cami. Cami Swimmy. There is not really. We have a family history of cancers, but not breast cancers, so. I don't know about her dad's side, though. I don't know a whole lot about my brother-in-law's family. But from what I know, I don't recall anybody having breast cancer. So. Anyways. Not to be a downer for our live video here. All right. So that was pretty simple to color. Oh, you did? Well, that's kind of cool. That's really neat. Okay. So, dies. I lost my brain for a minute. I had no idea what I was doing there. So these dies are a little bit difficult to line up, but if you just start rotating it around, you should be able to find what fits. Nope. And I usually try to find a spot, like I'm following this around. Like I try to find a good spot where I can see what it is. There we go. I just had to look at it a little closer. And then line it up. Yeah, Michelle, this is a really, really cool set. I really like it. So these dies cut little pieces out. This one should go this way. Look at that. Boom. So this one cuts down to the center of the flower. So it cuts them all different ways so that you can shape your flower. Sorry, I was concentrating and not talking. Just dawned on me that I was like stopped mid-sentence. And with like a retreat in the summer. I think we should do a summertime retreat in Boise. The problem is that summertime is our show time. And so we have a lot going on, a lot of travel, a lot of back and forth. So we usually end up doing a virtual retreat in the summer. Michelle, if you buy this set today, you still get the discount on it because it's new release. Just saying. If you wait, then there's not a bundle discount. Not that I'm trying to be an enabler or anything. All right. So since I do not have an assistant, I'm going to come over here and die cut this. Because not everybody is spoiled like Sandy. On release days, we do discounts. Adriana, have you done virtual retreats? Super duper fun. So I start taking all of these off. And you know me, I always stick my tape on my desk over here so that I can reuse it. Oh man, virtual retreats are a blast. Yeah, Michelle, schooler on the virtual retreats. Okay, so now it looks like I'm actually gonna have to cut these because I forgot to put the shim back in my Scan and Cut, or my Gemini. So without the shim, it doesn't quite cut all the way through. I just realized that this shim is sitting over here. Super brilliant of me. But that's all right. It's not that big of a deal. I need a drink of water. It's not a big deal. Especially since the lines are already there, it tells me exactly where to cut. So I just stick my scissors in the little groove there and go for it. So if you ever have a die that doesn't cut well, let us know, because we will definitely fix it. I know my die cuts just fine. It's just because I forgot to stick the shim in there. So it's a user error, not a die error. Okay. Ooh, so pretty. So pretty. Michelle, you could even do, like, have people over. You guys all, like, sign up for the virtual retreat and then all go hang out at Michelle's Casa de Retreat. That would be super fun. So see how this one cuts all these pieces? Then this one just cuts these. Then this one also cuts those. Okay. So on this big one, just so that it doesn't stay like this, I like to actually cut a couple of extra little spots. So I'm just gonna go around the flower and find a couple of spots that I feel like could be cut. To give the flower just a little more movement. Now, remember Sandy was talking about Tyler making sugar flowers? I used to do that too. So Tyler and I are very particular about our flowers. I used to decorate cakes. I used to own a bakery. I don't know if y'all know that. So gum paste flowers and sugar flowers and all that stuff are definitely part of my wheelhouse. Oh, I guess I better cut out this leaf too. Cause I'm gonna need it. Do you guys like how I sing everything? Oh. What happened to Sandy? She was here, now she's being all quiet. Of course, they're driving home from the con, so. There we go. Okay. So, I have this. This one's cut apart. This one's cut apart. You know, I might do a little bit of trimming on this one too. I mean, I'm here, so why not? We're gonna go for broke, right? Everybody with me on that? I just use where the die actually cut as a guide, just so that I get a little bit more movement in these petals. All right. Okay. So now I have my little spray bottle. Hey, Julie. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to flip my flower over. I'm going to give it one spritz, put it back in the palm of my hand, and then I'm just going to wad it up. I know, it's super scary. And then I'm going to open it. And then I'm going to shape some of these petals. Okay. Do the same thing with this. Little spritz of water. And then this just creates movement in your flower without it being uniform. And I like non-uniform movement because your brain will automatically make a pattern. And if you wrinkle it up like this, then your brain can't make a pattern. And so you're gonna fold all of these petals differently as opposed to having a nice uniform thing all the way around. Right? It was scary. So this is another flower, Julie, that you can use that technique on. I do not use this technique on all of my flowers. Not by any means. But I do use it on a number of them. And this is a perfect one to use that technique on. And now this one, all right. Okay, my leaves, I'm just gonna kind of crimp the sides. It must not have scared you too bad, Julie, because you came back for more. Okay, so now I'm gonna pull out my nifty box of stamen. And I think I'm going to go with one of these green ones. I don't want those. Yes, I have an issue. I like lots of stamen, and I cannot lie. And I need to grab my flower tools. Not that one. This one. Okay. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to poke a hole down the middle of this. Each one of these. And the itty bitty one. Hi, Linda. How are you? Long time no see. Okay, so then I'm going to take all my stamen and I'm going to line them all up. Sandy just gave me like all of her stamen because she's like, I never use these. And I'm like, dude, you're gonna use them. She was like, no, I'm not. And then here I am like using stamen, teaching her how to use them. And she's gonna, number one, she's gonna miss the show. And number two, she's gonna want all of them back. Okay. So I just kind of line them up. It doesn't matter if they're uneven or anything like that. And then I'm gonna fold them in half. I'm going to take my wired stamen, I'm going to stick it through here, and I'm going to put it so that all of these are pretty even. I'm going to fold this like that, and then I'm going to give it a little twist. Now, since you're building this backwards, you want to start with the smallest flower first. Okay, the next one. You guys are all being so quiet. Talk, I tell you. Mulligan, where are you? Thought you were my peanut gallery. I used a whole bunch of stamen on this one, so that's why I'm fighting with it. Why we're having a little argument here. Oh, come on. I'm gonna win this battle. I'm determined now. It's your last day to use it? Better get on it, girl. What are you gonna get at Kohl's? If you have nothing else to buy, I accept bribes in the form of Fiesta ware. There we go. Okay. And this one. Look at how pretty that is. So cool. Super. Tara wants a vest. We'll tell Tara that it's not time for vests yet. She has another month. Okay, so now I have this. So now I'm going to start gluing all of this together. I'm going to kind of move this main stamen to the middle. This one, I'm just going to twist. There we go. Just like that. So now I'm going to put a little bit of hot glue in here. And yes, I'm using hot glue today. A little bit of hot glue down here. Fall's always hard for me because a lot of women look super cute in their little flannel vests and stuff, and I look like a lumberjack who misplaced my axe. Okay, so I put my flower here so that I can reshape it. I'm going to move this stuff aside. Open this all back up. And now it's time for the glitter. Hi, Amy. So we're going to zoom out a little bit. This is my favorite glitter. I get it from Crazy Creations. This one has the sun on it because I'm using warm colors. This is my little candy cup, and I love it because it has a little spoon rest there for me. Open this up. Set it way out of my reach so that I don't hurt it. Oh my gosh. Linda, Sandy and I watched that while I was at her house just recently. Holy crikeys. So I have to unclog this glue mainly because I do not store it with a pin in it. And this is the larger open one. I like to use that when I'm putting glue on the sponge. Maybe I should start storing it with pin in it, but I haven't used this for like a month. So also, the other thing is this glue bottle has a hole in it, so you know, it's one of those things. I'm telling you, it doesn't work unless you make this sound effects. Look at all that delicious glitter. Found it! Yay! How much Kohl's Cash do you have? $1 million? Okay, now I'm gonna lift this up, turn it over. Look Look at how pretty. The camera does not do it justice. Okay. It's a piece of cardboard in my glitter. Don't know why. Convenient little pour spout. Helps you pour all of your glitter back in without making a huge mess. Okay, and then the mess that I did make, I used the side of my sponge that has the glue on it. And I just use it to grab all of that glitter. Spritz my table real fast. How easy of a cleanup is that? Boom. All right, so now we're gonna make our project. Are y'all ready? So the hard part about this is that this little fantastic fastener is already connected to this. So when I found this, it was like this, and the fantastic fastener was already connected. I think this was one of the ones that we used at the show as like a sample or an example. So I have to be careful about that. So let me grab my baby Barely Art glue. So I'm gonna put glue on the back of this. Now this is meant to be the, like, on this part of it, the flap part, this is meant to be the paper for that. But I thought that it went really well on this plain yellow envelope. So that's why I did that. Now this, I want to glue to here. So I'm gonna put glue all along here. I'm gonna lay this down. I'm gonna center this. And yes, I am putting this on the outside. And the reason is because I want it to go like this. Okay. Then I'm going to take the bumblebees and put them right here. This is the Sweet Keeper, Holly. Michelle, will you type to Holly, please? And tell her that this is just pieces of the Sweet Keeper that we had extra, so I'm using them to make something other than the Sweet Keeper. So it's just all of the pieces. Okay, I have this little piece, and normally, oh, that's a piece of tape. Normally this piece goes here, but today it's gonna go here. Man, I wish Sandy was still here watching this. Okay. So I want to give this a little bit of room. So it's not going to go completely flat. I mean, I guess it could, but... Okay. Then on this side, these are these pieces that I cut. And then this is going to be the back of it. So do I want this way or this way? I think I want it this way. These espressos are such handy tools. Yes, Holly, yes. Okay. So now I'm gonna take a piece of this paper and put it right here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna grab this little die. As you can see, I left my tape on it. Because I thought I was done cutting. I was not. Pull out my little sidekick here. It's so handy dandy. The release weekend discount. Okay. Piece of tape is driving me nuts. Okay, so I'm gonna put this like this. Now, I want to leave this blank so that they can write a message there, but I want to put happy birthday here, and I'm going to put the little bee up here. So, I want my birthday to be here. Happy to be here. Gonna grab a little sweet pop. It stuck to my finger. Honestly, Michelle, I don't know because Cameron is the one who does it. So, yeah. I know that if you buy the whole stamp and die bundle of the entire release, you get free planner stickers this month. Okay, so there's that. So they can write a little message right there. I'm gonna put this down here. We're gonna close this, and then we're gonna put this big old flower right here. Super cool. I know, I'm a total nerd. It's fine. It's fine. Covered up that whole flower. Forgot I was using hot glue. Yeah, probably, Michelle, it's probably 10 to 15. And there you go. Now you have this super duper cute little gift card holder. Oh yeah, I love this. This is my Lynn Lily by Sheer Bonder. It's awesome. But anyways, so now you have this super duper cool little thingy bobber here. How fun is that? So, just wanted to give you guys a little example of what you can do with the Sweet Keeper. It does not have to be as directed. And so you can do something. It's a gift card holder. Something else that you can do with it that isn't, you know, exactly as advertised. So I like to find different uses for my dies. And so to me, that just adds value because I can make other things. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. I hope that it inspires you, gives you something to do with your Sweet Keeper die. I would love for you to pull out your Sweet Keeper die and put it to work, you know? You spend the money on your craft supplies, you should actually use them. Weird, I know. I don't even know what I'm talking about, right? I know, right? You guys are making birthday cards for one another. So, anyways, that is our live for today. I have to get back to work, making class kits and make and take kits and all of that kind of fun stuff. So, and just so you know, my husband did make it home from the chili feed yesterday, you know, with his cat butt chili. He actually said that it was all restaurants. that there wasn't any like home cooks. It was all different restaurants that had participated. So there you go. It was totally better. I shop faster than I create. So anyways, guys, I will see y'all tomorrow. Same bat channel, same bat place. And I hope you enjoyed your weekend and enjoy the rest of it. Toodles.